Hello students, welcome to the next lecture. In today's lecture we are going to study error backpropagation training algorithm, also known as generalized delta learning rule. Okay. Generalized delta learning rule, or also called as, what we will check over here is basically error backpropagation, okay, training algorithm. Okay, that is EBPTA. Fine. Now this topic is not there in syllabus of Introduction to Soft Computing, okay, but it is there in Artificial Neural Network in Unit 2. The start of Unit 2 is with error backpropagation training algorithm. Okay. Now this is a part of multi-layer neural networks. For soft computing students, this is an important part. I mean, you have to understand this error backpropagation training algorithm to understand the future networks and future algorithms that we want to see. This is one of the generalized delta learning rules. I told you it's a generalized algorithm, and it will tell you how the weight changes happen, how the error is propagating backwards, and what are the things that are happening over here, right? So we will look into this, okay, because in the previous years I have been doing this, teaching this, and also telling the students to take an assignment, right? But now I will teach this because I will be covering this topic for artificial neural network students of ANN, and also for the students for your general understanding, a better understanding of the subject. For soft computing students, you can take this up, okay? So we are going to look into today's lecture. We are going to look into the error backpropagation training algorithm, okay? And we are going to we are going to do a derivation to find the updated, how the weights are getting updated, okay, at each layers, okay, at different layers, okay? And then we're going to write the algorithm. We're going to write the algorithm and the flow chart and see how the whole thing turns out to be, okay? So that's it. So let's start. Okay, now few pointers, I would write few pointers over here before I start with the whole derivation part, okay? Now this algorithm is generalization of least mean square algorithm, okay? Generalization of LMS, that is least mean square. LMS stands for least mean squared algorithm. Okay, that's the first point. In least mean square algorithm, what it does is it modifies network weights to minimize the mean square error. Okay, to minimize the mean squared error. Okay, you have seen already that dk minus ok, right, the whole square half. This will become least mean square error. It's trying to minimize this error. Okay. So minimize the mean square error between the derived and actual outputs of the network. So desired and the actual output of the network. That's what I just wrote over there. Okay, now the second point is it assumes feed-forward neural network architecture with L layers. Okay, assumes feed-forward, FF stands for feed-forward, assumes feed-forward neural network. Okay, neural network assumes feed-forward neural network architecture with L layers. Okay, with L layers. Fine. Then it uses supervised learning in which the network is trained. Okay, it uses supervised learning. Okay, it uses supervised learning in which network is trained. Okay, this is all we know. We already know this because what we wrote as a title is generalized delta learning rule, right? So obviously it is a supervised learning rule, and when that is trained using data. Okay, it's trained using data. Trained using data for the inputs. Okay, as well as the desired values, right? As well as desired output that we already know. Okay. Okay, so we are given inputs, it gets trained on the inputs and the desired output. What is the desired output is also given to it, right? So that is what we are going to do. Now it consists of two phases, or two parts, consists of two phases. Okay, it consists of two phases. First one is feed forward recall. It's called feed forward recall, right? And the second part is error back propagation training. Okay, these are the two parts that has. And I'm slightly going to move this on top. Okay, just remember all the assumptions and all the things that I've told you right now. Okay, so then we will go ahead. I'm going to draw a circuit now. Probably it will take some amount of time, and I'll explain the whole whole diagram, whole network as I draw it. Okay. Now we have to consider two layer network over here. One is going to be the hidden layer, other is going to be the output layer. Okay. Usually we don't consider input layer, but then if you consider input layer, then we can call it as a three-layered network. Some people consider inputs also as a one layer, right? Fine. So I'm going to draw this. Now because the delta running through, it's going to be a continuous perceptron, right? So that's why those triangles. I'm just going to push it on top a little bit more. I'm going to fit the whole network over here. The last layer over here is the output layer. Outputs are O1, O2 and O3. There are three neurons over here. Okay, not say three neurons. We will go to, obviously they are continuous, so they are many. Right? Okay, let's say K neurons. Here let's say it is somewhere in between, not say 2, something else. Okay, so now inputs. Go to the input side. Okay, for that let's write over here. This is going to be Y1. Okay, YJ. Okay, this is basically going to be YJ. And here this is the last one, it's going to be a bias. Okay, this is a fixed input bias that you have, Yj equal to 1, Yj minus 1. So these are the jth column. Okay, this is going to be your jth column. And this is going to be your kth column. So we write here as kth column and jth column. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the inputs. ZL equal to minus 1. This is the bias what I talked about. This is minus 1, minus 1. Okay. So let's call this an intermediate term ZL. This will be ZL minus 1. Now this is, I'm just writing ZL because I don't want to take more numerals over here. This is the nth column that we have. Okay. This is Z1 inputs. Okay. So these are all going to be your inputs. is your fixed input at the last that you have. Fixed input. And this is going to be your ith column. Okay, this is going to be your ith column. Now, moving ahead. Okay, before that we have to write the weights of this. So I forgot. Okay, wait, I have also drawn this. Okay, so I'm just going to write the weights. V1. Okay, Vj1. Now this is a jth, right? So output is first, then input. I think I've told you this in previous class. Vj1. This will be V1. V1. V1 J or whatever this L. Okay. Then this will be Vj J. We are assuming this is J. Okay. Then similarly with the other ones, right? V1L. Okay, here. So similarly we can have the previous one, other ones also. There's one here. We can call it as VJL. Okay, so these are the weights of the one input to the hidden layer. The J column is what we have at the center is the hidden layer. Okay, so this is a diagram. Just keep this in mind, and I'm going to go ahead and draw some write the whole derivations. Before, okay, I have to also write the weights of this. So this is W1J because this is one O1, right? W1J. Now this is K, and if you take this as K, what will happen is WKJ. Okay. Similarly, rest others also you can write W1J. You consider this is J again. WKJ, and so on. Okay. So basically, this is what you get. So this is going to be a multi-layer network. Okay. So please note in mind we have there are other algorithms for single-layer networks that we don't have in computing, but they're in neural networks, and this is a part of multi-layer neural network. Okay, your generalized delta learning or EBPTA. Okay, so now we'll go ahead. So this was the whole circuit diagram that we have. So I'm going to start the derivation now and start writing what we're going to do. Okay. So we consider a layer feed-forward network with two continuous perceptron layers. One we have as hidden layer. Okay, one we have as hidden layer, and second one is output layer. Okay. Now these are the two layers that we have. Input network are inputs to the network. So the first thing is inputs to the network are Z1, Z2, and so on till Zn, right? Then weights converting from input nodes to hidden layer. Okay. Weights from input to hidden layer. That is the first part that we talk about. That is given by Vij, right? Sorry, Vji. Right? Because J layer is the center layer. Right? I'll just come back to this. Jth layer, this is center layer, the hidden layer is jth layer, and this is the ith column, ith layer is your input layer. So Vji. So the weights between the input and the hidden layer are given by V over here, right? V. And W is given by between the hidden layer and output layer. So this is what is going to write down all this before we start deriving, right? Then what we do is weights when converting hidden nodes to output nodes. Okay, weights from hidden nodes to output layer is WKJ. Is that right? Because K is the output one, right? WKJ. Outputs of layer is given by, and output layer is given by, output layer is given by what? O1, O2, OK, right? This is what is given by the output layer. Okay, so now I'm going to write those matrices over here. Please note this is very important. So W11, W12 and so on till W1J, right? W1J, see, because W is WAJ, look at this, right? Then, since you come down over here, this will be WK1, then this goes on to WKJ. This is the weight vector, weight matrix, right? W22, then here W33 and so on, W2J, etc. Okay, hope we get this. This is a weight, this is a W matrix, that is a weight matrix between output layer, sorry, hidden layer and the output layer. Now hidden layer Y is the hidden layer. That is given by Y1, Y2, so on till Yj, right? That's your hidden layer. This is your hidden layer. Now, coming to output, outside what we have, O is given by O1, O2, go on still OK, right? OK here. Now for the input side, what we have is input side Z. Z equals Z1, Z2, and so on till Zi. Now one matrix is remaining, that is V. What is that? V is the weight between. Okay, so I'm just going to write V over here. V equals V11 goes till V. What is that? V Ji it was, right? So V1I. This will come till Vj1. Right? This goes up to Vji. Okay? V2I, etc. Okay? That's the V matrix. Now we'll start with the deriving the whole part. To derive the equations for weight updates of, we're going to derive the equations. What is the aim? The aim is to derive equations for weight updates. To derive equations for weight updates for EBP, backpropagation. Okay. So what are the weight equations? First is between what? Hidden layer and output layer. That is the first equation that we need to derive. Okay, that is your delta WKJ. Okay, for delta, we have to derive equation for that. V part is from input layer to hidden layer. Input layer to hidden layer. So that is going to be delta Ij. Sorry. It's going to be delta Vji. Right? Okay. So to calculate, first we'll start with A. We'll start with A over here. Okay. To calculate delta Wkj, what we have using delta training rule. Delta training rule. So we'll use this delta training rule for the first part. There is squared error. Squared error is given by E equals half of dk minus OK. Okay, this is equation 1, right? This for using delta training rule for first one, the squared error is given by, okay, this is your squared error. Where what is your OK? OK equals, where OK equals f of net k, right, equals f of what? W, right? F of W. That's your weight matrix, right? Weight. Now you want to do what? Gradient vector of error. I'm going to calculate the gradient vector of error. Okay. Now what is that? Basically we are going to take gradient of this error. So how do you take gradient of error? Grad of E, right? Grad of E equals dow E, that's the error, upon dow WKJ. That's how we take the gradient of the error, right? Dow E upon dow WKJ. So this can be also written as dow E upon dow OK, that's the output, into, this is using chain rule. Why I'm using what? Chain rule over here. If you remember your mathematics, I'm using chain rule. Okay, so dow E upon dow K into dow OK upon dow net K into dow net K upon dow WKJ. So this is the chain rule, right? So once we do this, what do we get? Now let's see. Now dow E upon dow OK, that is the output, error into output. Just do this, differentiate equation number 1, differentiate equation number 1, this equation with OK. What do you get? You will get 2 upon 2 dk minus OK into minus 1, right? This is what you get for differentiation. So this will be nothing but minus of dk minus OK. So let this part be A. This part we call as A. Now we'll go ahead. See what I've done over here, we have used gradient descent method. This is gradient vector of error. We're talking the gradient of the vector, gradient vector of error. So grad of E, dow E upon dow WKJ. This is your equation. Then I'm using chain rule over here. Okay, this is called using chain rule. If you remember your derivation and integration properly, remember this. And then I'm going to take each and every part and get the answer. So now this is the first part. The second part is dow OK upon dow net K. So what is the dow OK upon dow net K? It's nothing but f dash of net, right? Because you're taking derivation of that. So this is nothing but f dash of net K, right? So this is going to be your B part. The third one is what? What is that? Yeah. Dow net K upon dow WKJ. Now what is this going to be? This is nothing but your Y, right? This is nothing but your Y here, that's the output. So this is going to be your, wait, this is D. There's another equation what I'm going to write here today. What is net K? We have not defined. Net K is nothing but summation of J going from 1 to J capital WKJ YJ. This is your net K, right? So this is C. Okay, this is C and this is over here. So these are things that we have derived. Now this, all of this A, B, C, D, you're going to combine in this equation. A, B, C and D, all these parts equations will go here, and finally what you get is, what is that? How does it look like? Okay, that is your dow E upon dow, dow W, right? Because yeah, dow W Kj. That's a gradient we're going to find. There's minus dk minus OK, right? That's the first part. Then f dash of net, right? F dash of net, and then you have yj. So this is what we have got. This is equation number 2, right? Fine. Now this can be also written as dow E upon dow WKJ equals, what is this? You write this as minus delta OK, okay? Delta OK yj. Okay, this is equation number 3. Now what is delta OK? Delta OK is nothing but, dk minus OK f dash of net. Okay, this whole part is your delta OK. Fine. So we have reached over here. Now we're going to do, what we're going to do is, now we're going to write something called as negative gradient descent formula. What is negative gradient descent formula? By negative gradient descent formula, okay, what do we get is delta WKJ equals delta minus eta grad of E. Okay, this is a negative gradient descent formula. So this is nothing but minus eta dou E upon dou Wkj, right? So that is how we can write, what we write now? This we want to substitute over here, this part. So what do we get? We get delta Wkj equals eta dk minus ok, then f dash of net yj, right? Got it? So this is how we derive the weight of your layer, that is your, which layer? Weights of hidden layer, between the hidden layer and the output layer. Okay, now this was the A part. Now we'll go to the B part. B part also we will find the similar way how the weight of updation happens. Right? We'll go to the B part. Okay? Yeah. So now in delta Vj, again we use generalized delta learning rule. Similarly what we done previously, we're going to do the same thing, exact same thing, but only the values will be different. So, okay, gradient of E is going to be dou E by, yeah, it should be dou E by dou Vj, Vji, right? Yeah, Vji, right? Vji. So this can be written by by chain rule. By chain rule we can write this as, okay, I'm just going to continue the same line, dou E upon dou net j, dou E upon dou net j, sorry, dou E upon dou yj, okay, into dou yj upon dou net k, net j, into dou net j upon dou vji. Okay, so this is what we get. So what is the error over here? Again, I'm going to write what the error value is. Error value stands for E equals half of summation k going from 1 to capital K, okay, dk minus, right, dk minus ok, the whole square, right? That's the error we have. So what happens over here is, yeah. Yes, so substitute the value of that, we will get here, this is, okay, I have not written one, we can write as minus delta yj, like how we did previously, we can write this as minus delta yj into dou of net j upon dou of vji. Okay, that is what we have done in the previous one. Similarly, we are doing it over here. So therefore, dou E upon dou yj equals what we get, minus 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and that's what we get, summation. Same how we did for previous one, just take derivative of all this. I'm just going to directly write over here, okay, dk minus ok, right, then dou of yj into f of net ky. Okay, now just look at this. How do we get this? Dou of yj, right? Dou of yji. Okay, we're getting it from here, this one. We substitute value of E over here and we're writing this. So the value of E and then we'll get this. Okay, so once you have done that, okay, finally what you get is, you will get this as minus summation, okay, k going from 1 to k, okay, so that will be again dk minus ok, right, f dash of net as usual, k and dou, what is it, dou net k upon dou by g, because this part, right, here, okay, this is dou by g. Is that okay? Now, after this we can definitely write this as minus of summation k equals 1 to capital K, right, delta OK, delta net k upon delta yj. Fine. So this is the final answer over here, not the final answer, the intermediate answer we get over here, right? Now what is the meaning of net? I'm going to write over here. Net k is summation. Net k we have taken from the previous one. Okay, we've done. Okay, so j w k j y j. Right? So this is from C. From the previous part, what we have done, from C equation that we have written, okay, and also what we have, net dou net k upon dou of yj is nothing but wkj, right, wkj, that is a weight. So what will happen to dou e? Now dou e upon dou yj, that is this part, so we're writing over here, right, what is it going to be? It is going to be nothing but minus of summation k going from 1 to k, right, delta O k wkj. This is what we get. So now write this as B. Okay, or E. And then we can also write this as f dash of net g. What is that? Delta yj upon, so dou yj upon dou net g. Okay, this is what we already know. Let's say this is E. Fine. Now the whole thing what happens over here is, okay, so the whole thing over here, what it comes down to, yeah, I have to write few more things before we write the whole final answer. Okay, delta yj, okay, delta yj equals minus dou e upon dou yj into dou yj upon dou net g. Again, this is a chain rule. So this, when we do this, what we get is, we are getting f dash of net j, this is what we got, right? Summation of t going from 1 to capital K, delta OK W Kj. That is what we got from the previous one, right? So let's call this as equation number 7, right? Now also I'm going to write that net j is, I think I've written like this, I'll just write it again. No, we have written net k. Now net j is going to be what? Summation of j going from 1 to j, right? Then it is Vji Zi. Vgi Zi. So this is your equation F, right? Now delta net j delta Vji equals Zi. That is equation G. Now this is what we get. Okay, the remaining things in the equation, this is what we have to substitute. So now substitute DEF, okay, DEF in equation 6. We substitute all this D, E and F in equation 6. What you should get? The gradient value, right? We're calculating the gradient value of the error, right? So what do you write over here? Grad of E equals minus f of net j summation k from 1 to k delta OK WKJ, this whole thing multiplied by Zi, this Z that we found just now, right? So this is, let's say this is your equation 8. Okay. Now again using negative gradient descent formula, like the previous one how we used, what we'll do is we're going to write gradient of Dji equals minus negative grad of negative eta grad of E. So this is nothing but minus eta grad of E, delta of E upon delta Vji, right? This is your gradient descent formula. So we have to substitute this over there. So delta Vji equals eta f dash of net j, then Zi, then you again have summation k going from 1 to capital K delta OK WKJ. Now this is what you get. So look at this part, this is propagating from the output layer to the input layer. That is what it says, error back propagation formula. Okay, the whole thing is coming back. This is what, so weight updates. So from finally what we get from the weight updates, we will get two things what we have got. We have got gradient of change of weights and change of another weights, that is another layer. So I'm just going to write down over here what we have found. So for A part and the B part, the equation started first. So we got grad of WKJ equals, it is nothing but theta dk minus OK, right? Then f dash of net yj. Now here f dash net is net k, net. Pardon, my handwriting is not good today. Okay, this is dash f dash of net k. Now here gradient of Vji equals eta f dash of net j, it is, right? That's what we found. Dash of net j. Then Zi summation k equals from 1 to capital K delta OK WKJ. Now this is what is going on in your derivation. Fine. This is the whole derivation that we have found. After that we have to do an algorithm and a flowchart, which I will do in the next video lecture. Okay. Thank you so much.